gravitate towards pink and purple.
I do too. That's my favorite color. I'm a girly girl.
They're so cheerful.
I know, and speaking of cheerful, this is so fun because it's confetti. It's a multicolored confetti glass spinner. Again, like we mentioned with the other spinner that we had, Plow Hearth, really known for their spinners. They really do it right. This spins so easily in the wind. Again, you're getting that big, bold look, adding a lot of life to your garden. It's on a featured price, which means it is a special low price that could go away at any time. And then on this particular spinner, we actually have easy pay this morning. So if you're picking up multiple items throughout the day, you're getting your flowers from Roberta's coming up next hour, you're getting these pieces to add an architectural textured design to your garden. This is a great way to pick up those multiple pieces. 3 easy payments of $19.32 to get this home. It's new today, so this is exciting. It's actually my pick of the show because I have always aspired to have something like this in my garden. Talk about curb appeal. When you walk by and you see someone that has something like this going on, it is so special.
It is. You know, this is one of those pieces that I like to call the excuse me piece, because someone will stop you in your street and they'll say, when you're getting the mail, they'll say, excuse me, where did you get that really fabulous spinner? Because it's in your front yard, or, you know, it's kind of your calling card. When the girls are coming over for bunko, you said, look for that really pretty spinner that's in front of my house.
Cute.
And
that's cute. Bunko is my fave. I love some bunko. Is this going in opposite directions? Because there's a lot of interest with the colors and even the way it's spinning.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm spinning it in opposite directions, and we're inside, so I am acting as the wind right now because, you know, out in your garden, you're not going to have to go out and spin it by hand. It is going to spin in as little as 3 miles an hour of wind. It's also going to spin around the top of the pole too. But what's really cool is, I'm going to stop this just so that you can see. There are pieces of glass, 48 pieces of glass embedded into these discs of metal. And
but don't be afraid of the word glass. They're very, very durable.
That's right. And it's not going to cut you. They're nice and, you know, tucked in there. But look at that finish too. Oh, it's got a beautiful sheen on it, and that's a protective coating. But all of those pieces of glass in there are so beautiful, and all the different colors. These look like peacock feathers to me.
They do.
Really just so beautiful. And I love that it spins around on the top of the pole. So when you look at your spinner, it's always going to be doing something different.
I love the interest of this. Your dimensions, because it's so big and beautiful and just a wow piece. 65 inches high by 10 inches in diameter and 24 inches, 10 inches deep and 24 inches in diameter. This is going to be metal and glass construction, as you just mentioned, and that multicolored speckled finish. How do you use it? Where do you put it in your yard? Do you put it in front of the house, in the back of the yard?
Well, you know, it's a really good thing to know that you want to get this kind of a little further out from your house to make sure that the wind gets to it.
Oh, because otherwise the house might block the wind?
Block the wind, exactly. So I tend to say kind of look at the corners of your house and kind of go out from there. So then you're taking advantage of the wind coming from either direction. And wind is really a funny thing. I have looked out and sometimes I only see the front of it spinning, sometimes just the back. Sometimes it's going
so
like
every day it could look totally different.
It's something different, and sometimes it's spinning around on the top of the pole.
Oh, cool.
So it really
is like a baton twirler to me, what you just did.
I'm so talented, right? But it's really fun, like when you're doing the dishes or you're having your coffee in the morning, to have something to look out at. And the really cool thing about spinners is it adds life. It adds motion to your garden so that when you're looking at it, it's very calming too.
It is.
To see it sort of like the waves on an ocean, or maybe the fire in the fireplace.
Oh, I love that. It does. The motion adds a sense of
Right.
Now, you mentioned the wind. Is there a speed that it can't withstand? Do I ever have to take it out of its stake?
I would say if you're having really high winds, and I don't like to give really a number, but I know, like here, if we have hurricanes coming through, or like sometimes 50-mile-an-hour winds, I'll show you what I do. I just take it and I slide it right off the pole, and I lay it on the ground.
Perfect.
So just the head. I don't take the bottom part out. I just take that part off. And I'll tell you, I am not running out into my garden doing that often at all.
Okay.
I mean, it's only when I hear on the news if it's a really bad storm.
Gotcha.
Other than that, just leave it out. Even in the winter, like right now,
Right.
if you can step it into the ground, Christine, start enjoying your spinner.
Oh, and 300 of you will soon enjoy your brand new spinner, taking advantage of that easy pay. So you get this home on 3 monthly payments of $19.32 with your major credit card. This is brand new today, and I mentioned that Plow Hearth, really known for their spinners.
Yes.
Why is that? Can you kind of go into that story and why
Sure.
we come to Plow Hearth for this particular item?
Exactly. You know, they have in-house designers and engineers who create the perfect balance, great quality products, unique designs that you're just not going to find somewhere else. And so they also make them so that you can leave them out in all kinds of weather. So don't just
Nice.
think about this as something for spring. If you can get it into the ground, if your ground isn't frozen and you can step it into the ground, start enjoying it now, because this is going to add height. It adds movement and drama. So maybe you just have a spot in your garden that, you know, you just can't seem to grow anything.
Right.
It's maybe too wet, maybe it's too shady, but you can put a spinner out there and you can have something that's beautiful.
I was just thinking, what if you are lucky enough to have a beautiful porch in the front of your home?
Yes.
We're showing it in a planter.
Yes.
If you could pick up more than one, and you know how it's such a big statement to do those big planters at your doorway? You could add the
Yes.
spinners to those big planters. How eye-catching when you walk up to the front porch.
Sure. You know, this would be something very nice to have out in your front yard, to have it kind of be your calling card.
Yeah.
So that when people are coming by, they can see it. It kind of makes a statement that you like artistic things, especially with that art glass. And I'll go ahead and stop it again just so that you can see the beautiful details in here of that art glass. See the striations in there?
Wow.
So pretty. Each one has different colors. Each one has different kind of feel to it.
Yeah, the
And
speckled finish adds a lot of
love that.
dimension and color play. Like you said, it is a talking piece.
It is.
So put it in the front yard for curb appeal, or put it in the backyard just so you can appreciate all the beauty and life and movement it's going to add to your home outside. And we're all about indoor-outdoor life nowadays. You know,
Absolutely.
It's get outside. It's going to inspire you to maybe get out in the garden when we have those summer months. You'll want to be out there and watching your spinners. This is again on a featured price, which is a special low price. Could go away at any time. We don't know when that price will expire. We also have it on easy pay. So if you can pick up more than one, or if you're picking up multiple items in this show or later on today, just know with your major credit card, you can get this home for under $20, $19.32. And I have to say, Nancy, if I were to go into a garden shop, a specialty boutique, and see this, I would expect to pay a lot more. When you're talking glass construction, all of the special painting designs here, and just the drama of it, because it's so big.
Right.
That I think I would expect to pay like maybe $200.
And not only that, you wouldn't see this color. Very often I have seen at garden shops, some very fancy ones out in California and a number of different places, and they tend to be just the metal color. They don't tend to have this much going on, this much artistry, the glass embedded in it, and also they don't often spin around on the top of the pole as well.
Incredibly durable as well.
Exactly.
So when you're spinning it, you don't have to worry about it. Now, you just have a couple stakes at the bottom and they just go right in?
The center pole and then
Okay.
3 additional prongs makes it very stable.
There you go. So take advantage of that easy pay, not on everything this morning. So when I see it, I get excited and say, hey, all right, with that major credit card, split up those monthly payments. And more than 500 have been picked up on item M55694. That was my pick of the show. That was fun. I love new today. So much new. All right, what else do we have? Do we have another new today? Let's make sure. Yes, it's another preseason price as well. So new today, preseason price. Where else do you go and they say, hey, I'm rolling out the new and I'm putting it on sale? Usually you have to